Okay, so Magic School AI has been out for a little bit, but um, you do have to get an email login. Sometimes your school will pay for the premium services, so just check with your school. If they pay for it, then awesome. I think there are some free things that you can't use on here, but I believe my school pays for this, so I'm showing you everything. So just looking at Magic School, you've logged in, and this is what your screen will look like. There are a lot of different options on Magic School. I myself am still new to Magic School, and I am trying to get adjusted to everything that is on here. So don't be overwhelmed, don't be intimidated, because there are a lot of great resources in here to implement in your lesson plans. So you've logged in, you're looking at it. So you have search up here, so search engine. You have magic tools over here to the left, Raina chatbot, and I will go over how to use her as well. And then output history, magic student, magic school labs, love, PD resources, share the magic student AI literacy. So there is a lot of different things because I haven't even scrolled yet. So as I'm scrolling down, there are a bunch of different AI resources. I mean, a ton. So yes. These are all, so they separate it just like Conmigo. I always say that wrong. They have a bunch of different tabs so you can navigate and see what you're specifically looking for. So they have new tools that come out, and custom tools. So the new, I think they're still working on that. Custom tools, you can create a custom tool, chatbots, planning, content, questions, everything. But we're just going to look at all of them because there's a lot of them. So, some of the cool things on Magic School AI is they have a text rewriter, and it can take any text that you have and rewrite it. So let's just look at this one first because I've used it for a lot of my ELL students or EC slash special needs students because they may be on a different grade level and we're on grade level text and they might need it to adjust to their reading level. So I'm just going to take a I'm going to take an article or a book. Let's take an article. Article on polar bears for kids. Let's do that. All right. So we have this polar bear photos, facts, and maps. I'm just going to pull this up. So I'm going to take this and copy it. Put it in here. You can also use your curriculum as well. I've done that before. And if you rewrite it so that, let's see, text contains CVC words. I don't know. And click generate. And now it's going to generate how you want it to be. So polar bear hunting habits. And I can pick, can you provide more details on how climate change affects polar bears? And it'll give me a list of things that impact polar bears. So this is a great tool to help, and you can just copy, paste into a document, print it out, hand it to the student. It's amazing. Like technology, okay, I see you. I've done that with ELL students and they love it. So I agree with it. I stand. Yes, use that. Saves you time. Um, Another great tool on here. I'll go over a few of them. So image generator. These are some that are used with Adobe Express, but you can upload an image and then make it AI. That's another cool tool. Let's look at um, recommended for me. I've done the behavior. Let's go back down here. Math spiral review. So you can pick grade level, how many problems you want, and then put your standard here. I'm gonna put our standard is 3-digit word problem. Or no, sorry, 3-digit addition problems. Get that today. And then make them without regrouping. Generate. and it will generate what you need. So it does a spiral review and bring it up, and then it gives you a key. So if I want to take those and put them in a PowerPoint in Canva, I can. I've done this with word problems, and then I change the names with my students' names, and they love that because then they can come up to the board and they're like, "This is my problem," and they love it. So kids can really interact with some of these questions. Another great thing is there's a worksheet generator. So if you want to create a worksheet, second grade, say my text or what my topic is going to be is on the history of Abraham Lincoln. I don't know, I'm just adding something. I'm going to generate it and it will come up. Oh, look, it gives me everything I need to know about Abe Lincoln. And it will give me questions. I've done this before where I put in a little bit about one of my reading standards or history standards and bring it up, and then I sit there and I'll put it into a PowerPoint and I ask my students, okay, here's some vocab words we're going to go over. Which number president was Abraham Lincoln? Except I would ask, like, what is this text an example of? Poetry, expository text, fiction, and they really engage with the questions. So that's another great tool. I love that one. Another one that I actually kind of played around with after we had an AI PD meeting in the afternoon was this song generator. So say I want my song topic to be about OI and OY vowels. I don't know, I'm just thinking something up. And so in the song, is there anything I want to put in there? Yes, I want them to know that OY as in boy and OI as in coin for our foundations. So what's a song that's popular that they sing all the time? Let's see. It's always a TikTok song. Let's do I don't know, Wheels on the Bus. That's not on TikTok, but you get the gist. Okay, Wheels on the Bus. It'll generate a song that you can sing for your students based on it. It's thinking about it. The OY and OY vowel sounds go round and round. Love it. So you can sit there, and sometimes I've actually played a karaoke version and then gave them a copy of the lyrics, like, we're gonna memorize this song, and they think it's so fun because they get to be engaged and they're like, oh, I'm gonna be the best singer. So it's like a competition, but they're all sitting there. And music helps things stick in their brain, especially for kids. So if you have older, like high school age, they may like this with like Taylor Swift songs and different songs, but for little kids, I feel like songs stick. Um, so the OI and the coin goes round and round, and so like you can add what you want to the song. So I just think that's cool. I did one for a song that they kept singing over and over. I can't remember. It was a song off something, and they loved it. So that's a good way to keep your students engaged. Another thing that's good on here, you can create multiple choice quizzes and assessments, writing feedback, worksheet generator, how you want that, lesson plan. Let's do that since we're talking about lesson plans. So I can put my standard in there. One of our standards is, what do we teach? We have so many standards. Right now we're working on verbs and proper nouns. I can't spell today. Nouns. You can add any additional criteria and standards to a line. I could put the standard in, but I'm just going to generate verbs and proper nouns. So it'll generate a lesson for me, and I can put this in a PowerPoint, or I can put it in a worksheet, or I can send it home with their parents, and it'll bring up my standards. So I didn't even have to put them in. So it put them in right there. So awesome. Let's keep going. So I may have to do a separate video too, just on Reina itself, because that's a whole other thing. Honestly, this resource has so many, so I'm just going to go through quite a few of them and not make my video 20 minutes long. And so presentation generator, you can export information that will generate for slides or YouTube video or any uploaded content. You can make things with that. Vocab list generator, you can generate a vocab list based on a subject. So I've done that with our text and made a vocab list. I've also used a lot of math for that. So if I just put our math standard, it'll generate vocab list, and I can put it on my board and put it up on the wall, like write them all out, and they engage with those. Behavior suggestion. So we have a lot of kids with behaviors. That's an understatement in elementary. But say I have a student who elopes all the time from their seat, and I click generate, and it will come up with behavior suggestions to help the student. So this is really great for those EC kids, for the kids who need it, because there's behaviors. There are behaviors everywhere, every classroom. So you can even do a choice board. I use this for when we had remote learning days for snow days, and I put in the grade level, I put in what we're learning, and it generated, let's see, snowy activities, and then it will generate my choice board for my students, and it comes up with different ways I can put them in. I actually took this and then put it in Canva and made it all pretty with little snowflakes and stuff, and then I added it on my Class Dojo, which Class Dojo is like a communication platform to talk to parents and students, and I just put it on there, and they could do it at home and then turn it in when they came back into school. So I'm going to make a second part. So this is the first part of just going over some of the tools. I'm going to make a second part to go over some more of the other tools you can use, and then also go over Arena. So that'll be on Magic School Part 2.